Good morning, everybody. I'm Bridget Buckley, and I am a senior Dominican preacher. Today is the feast of the most holy name of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Mary is a prime example of how we should strive to be in our Christian lives. She gave herself completely to Christ when she accepted the call to be the Mother of God. She is a constant reminder, pointing us to God and reminding us of His infinite goodness. At such a young age, she put complete trust in God and His plan for her. Despite all the amazing things she did, when you think of Mary, what descriptive words come to mind? When I think of Mary, I do not think of words like boastful or arrogant. I think of words like kind, compassionate, gentle, and obedient. She did not pride herself on all the amazing things she did during her lifetime. In her time on earth, no one knew of all the wonderful and selfless things she was doing. She didn't get much recognition or respect for giving herself completely to Christ, and she continued to lead with humility and love. Through Mary's selfless life, she shows us the path of humility that we should follow in order to be closer to Jesus. When I was thinking about this preaching and what I was going to say, I tried to think of people in my life that I felt like embodied these same wonderful qualities as Mary. Without a doubt, I immediately thought of my grandpa. My grandpa Buckley passed away when I was in 4th grade, but he still remains a big part of my life. He was a big, funny, loud, retired Chicago fireman, but there was much more to him than most people knew. He is one of the most humble people that I have known in my life, and although those around him all knew he was a good guy, they did not know the extent of all the different ways he brought those around him closer to Christ. Humility is defined as freedom from pride or arrogance. There are a lot of people in this world who do good things for others and are selfless, but humility is a crucial aspect in developing our relationship with God. About a year after my grandpa's funeral, there was a mass held at his church in remembrance of him. There were many people there, which we expected because my grandpa knew a lot of people. However, we were surprised by some of the connections he had made with those people. My grandpa always taught us to be kind and helpful to others, but he never talked about all the things he did for others himself. My grandma was so touched and overcome to learn that he had spent many days visiting local prisons and hospitals to talk to some of the people there about Jesus and the importance of faith. He gave them hope and a belief in second chances and became a meaningful figure in their lives. It was not until his remembrance mass that anyone knew of these touching stories. My grandpa never bragged about his service work or never shared their private stories with anyone. We did not learn about all he had done until these individuals came forward after his death. We already knew how selfless and kind he was, but this really proved his humble nature. I feel like we can all learn from this story. Sometimes it is easy to get caught up in doing service work for a return, but we need to keep in mind the opportunities we are presented every day to be kind and be of service to those around us with no thought as to whether or not we will be recognized for it. When Mary said yes to the Holy Spirit and agreed to be the mother of Jesus, she had no idea what that would mean for her, but she put her complete trust in Him regardless. She was completely selfless and did not put her needs or wants first. In today's gospel, we learned about the Beatitudes. A prime example of one who lived out the Beatitudes was Mary. The word beatitude translates to blessed, and Mary truly did live the blessed life. God says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." By this, he meant that we must not be proud in our hearts and remember that we need God to be satisfied. St. Augustine of Hippo told us that our hearts are restless until they rest in you. Once we recognize our necessity for Christ and humble our hearts, we will grow closer to God. This ties back to Mary's humble nature that we should all strive for as Christians. Humility is the foundation for all spiritual growth, and when we gain humility, we will be able to truly grow in our relationships with God and others. May we strive to act selflessly for the sake of the other and not for our own ego. Let us look to Mary as the perfect example of humility and ask her to pray for us so that we can be the servants Christ is calling us to be. Thank you.